flipping hate that jumper, you know. I don't know why I wear it. I reckon I just like to tick myself off. Anyway, today, that's what we're going to change. If you don't know what it is, I'll show you in a minute. First up, let's go for a walk round and see what the hell's going on here.
I'm sure it's out of oil again, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
Jack being fucked.
We know that, we've got to keep topping it up. Anyway, Andy, it's Friday morning.
Well, I don't normally use it, do I? I do MOTs all day.
Andy, I can't bother to speak to you no more. Ian, oh, where'd you come from?
Oh, I just appeared, mate. How you doing today?
Have you come down for a cup of coffee?
No, I've not come for coffee. I've come to speak to Mary and get some black ink.
The office staff aren't in yet.
Oh, what?
They're lazy gits, they don't get in until about 10 o'clock in the morning.
10 o'clock?
I don't know, I'm probably lying. I'm going for a walk round, I'm going to have a look at that funky little Fiat in the yard.
Okay, mate. It's not a Fiat.
What is it then?
It's a Braff.
It's a what? A what? A Braff? Look at this. Look at this BMW. Matt, where the goddamn hell are you hiding?
MOT, mate.
Look at this BMW, wouldn't you like that?
I can't say I would.
No, you wouldn't, you're a bloody Audi man, aren't you?
Audi.
Audi A5 man. You've got the fastest car in the country, haven't you?
I won't go that far. Diesel.
Well, it's almost, isn't it?
One of the fastest.
How fast? Where have you just been Santa Pod?
Yeah.
What did you do in a quarter mile?
Miles an hour or time?
Time.
12.8 with slipping clutches.
Flipping heck. Is that good? I don't know.
I don't know. Seems pretty fast.
We'll have a look at your car later. If you've got it here. What are you up to? MOT? Vauxhall Zavaro down MOT. Oh, it's a bit bright out here. 1 minute. Look at this, we don't see too many of them. A Fiat Abarth. I don't know, I guess it appeals to someone. Looks alright. Little girly car, sporty car. If you're Italian. Woohoo! Alright, what else have we got? Not flipping much. Oh well, that's my morning walk around done. What the hell? What the hell's this? Hello?
Am I speaking, Mr. Alan Howatt?
You are? Why?
Calling you on behalf of Future Choice. Please don't take me long. I'm not telling you anything. Just give me a chance.
No. Listen. I don't want to buy nothing. Honestly, I don't want to buy nothing. Go away. Do you know, all I get, all flipping day long, is calls from companies want to sell me flipping life insurance, this, that and the third. Not interested. Anyway, come on, let's get on. Right then. This multimedia screen, I'm sorry this is a boring subject. In fact, that's how much interest I have in this. But here's the thing. This is a one-off problem. Since 2015 until now, October 2020, never ever have I had one of these screens take a dump. So, but I'm going to tell you what went wrong and what I did to try and fix it and what I'm going to do. What we did do. Taxi come in, it was a 2017 model, base model we got here. His touchscreen wasn't working. That's all that was wrong with it. Everything lit up perfectly fine, but no matter what you done, the touchscreen was not working. Now I can tell you now, on these Mark 5s, I've had various things go wrong. Like I've had these screens freeze. I've had like the radio volume not work at all, so there's no sound. I've had things like wipers going all the time, and they won't even. You can't even switch the wipers off when you turn the car off and take the keys out of ignition. But what I did was what most of us normally do. I disconnected the battery for a few minutes, put the battery back on, and that normally cures most problems, because of all these electronics, things can freeze, can't they? But it didn't cure it. No matter what I tried, the touchscreen was not working on this. And without the touchscreen working on this, you're screwed. There's a whole lot, well, not much you can really do with it, is there? You can't pair your phone, you can't tune your radio stations properly, you can't do your heater distribution, all sorts. So, I thought, okay, I'm going to have to take it out and have a look at it, see what's wrong. That's what I'm going to show you in this video. I'm going to go up, the trouble is that I haven't got a taxi here of keys, so I'm going to have to go to the sales garage to take one of these out of another car, but just to show you how it comes out. But this particular one here, I've already done the job, so I can't really show you too much for this. I had to get the car done. This was like a week or two ago. On the back of this unit, there's another unit here, like the power unit that holds all your GPS and Bluetooth and all that kind of stuff, which just bolts on here. And this is basically just a screen. Now I took a chance thinking it probably was just a screen because, like I say, everything was lit up fine. It was just the touch screen wasn't working. And I guess this is a bit like a iPhone digitizer sort of thing. So I got one off eBay, just the screen itself. You can buy this screen and the power unit that bolts onto the back of this, you can buy them separately. And the guy we bought the screen off, he wanted £200 for this screen, second hand, and another £200 for the power unit. We just went for the screen, took a chance, and it cured it. Bolted the old power unit onto the new screen, put it back in the car, done, gone. But you'll probably never come across this problem because I think I don't think they go wrong. I think this is just a one-off. Actually, before I go and take one of these out of the car so you can see how it comes out, I'm just going to unscrew this. It doesn't look like there's much holding it together anyway. And I'm going to pull it apart as best I can, just in case. You never know, there might be a connector that's come apart. I doubt it. But anyway, let's have a quick look. Oh, by the way, before I go any further, I'm just going to point out here, as I found out, these Mark V Mondeos, these multimedia screens, they do change on year range. So like a 2015 will not fit in a 2017 and work properly. They're different. And you've got to check the number here is correct for your car. And on this particular one here, which this one is out of a 2017, this what looks like a little aerial connector here is actually wiring pins inside there, and this is what powers up your screen. So, but they're not all like that, because some of the other ones don't have this. So, like I say, you've got to get the right screen for your car. Anyway, this one is actually scrap. I shan't be taking it to anybody to see if I can get it repaired. It's just not worth it. I've replaced this anyway, so this will be going in the bin shortly. Anyway, I'm going to rip it apart and just have a quick look. These brackets either side, they've got to come off, and they're like Torx 8 screws. So there's 4 of them in total, so I'll get these out. These brackets are actually handed, so you want to sort of like, if you're not sure, you want to put them in a position so you know which way they go back on. There are 4 little Phillips screws, 2 either side. So I'm going to whack these out, and hopefully you'll be able to get the screen off. Okay, shall we see? Whoop, it's separating. Oh, that's just a front cover. Right, okay, there's another 4 little Phillips screws we've got to take out. Oh dear, so that was a waste of time. Let's get these little babies out. I just want to see if there's something like a plug connector come off or a wire broken. I don't know. I shouldn't think for 1 minute I'm going to find anything, but hey, let's have a look anyway. I'm just interested to see what's inside here. We've got a tape of wires here. So, wait, there we go, it comes open this way. Ooh, look at that. So we've got one tape of wires there which plugs into the connector. They look okay, it's a bit creased there, but it looks okay. And you've got another connector here that's all plugged in. You've got your tape of wires at the back. From what I can see here, they all look perfectly fine. And you've got a little circuit board. But the actual screen assembly here, it's all, I don't know, it's all like pretty much a sealed unit. I guess I could, if I wanted to, I could probably go further into taking this apart, but I don't really see the point, because I shouldn't think there's much I can do with it anyway. I think I'll actually call it a day there. Right then, let's get up that sales garage and get one of these out of a car. Let's go. You see? We even get the leaves cleared up. Anyway, let's get on. By the way, I've discovered the joys of walking. So I'm going to walk up to the sales garage, save diesel. Nick, it's windy out here, but I'm telling you, I feel good. LOL! Alright then, it's getting this. Do you know what? Every single time I come up here, it flipping rains. Anyway, there. Before I rip this screen out, I just wanted to say again, without the actual touchscreen facilities on this, you can't do much. I mean, it's nice being able to sort of like just press the buttons. You can do your heater. Well, you can do your heater fan and a couple little bits and pieces, but most of the stuff you actually do need this touchscreen in order for it to work. You can't do your phone, you can't do nothing really. But yeah, these aren't the best of touchscreens, by the way. They're not as responsive as like an iPhone, but I don't know, they're okay I guess. Anyway, let's rip this out so you can see how it comes apart. Look at this gear lever. You know, the driver actually, I think he sat on the gear lever and he snapped it. So that's something that's got to be repaired later. The actual surround that goes around the gear lever, you'd be better with a plastic tool. You can get that in there like that, and it kind of clips up, like so. You can run your fingers down there, and this should basically just clip up like that. And that whole surround piece will come off in your hand. The gear lever gaiter and the chrome bit around it, you can just pull it if you wanted to, because it's only clipped in by like plastic poppers, but you can get a trim tool and pull it up, and that chrome bit will just pop off. The little, I don't know what you'd call it, like brushed aluminium. It's a piece of plastic trim anyway. If you get your trim tool, you can just pop this piece up like that, and then you can pull it if you wanted to, and it literally just comes out, and you'll see, if I can show it, there's only little plastic clips that push in to these little holes here. There's 3 of them, but really easy. the rest of this plastic trim that runs all the way round like your multimedia unit, where it's right at the corner edge here, you get your trim tool in there again, you can kind of pop it, pull it with the trim tool, it'll pull up. I'm trying to do this while holding the camera and it's not working very well, but yeah. If you get your trim tool in there, just give it a pull and that'll come out of place. They're not held in very tight at all really. And then you can sort of like run your fingers up here and you can just pull it. And along the top edge by your air vents, you can just pull that out of your fingers. It's not tight at all. I never brought a torch with me, but where you've got all your heater controls here, just to either side of them, left and right, there's a 7mm little screw. I'm trying to do this one-handed while trying to hold the camera at the same time. What I would suggest, this whole panel, the clips can be a little bit tough getting out, but I would suggest starting at the bottom, getting your trim tool at the very base and just levering. That one's actually come out. So I'm going to have a go at doing the other side. That's popped out. That's brilliant. Now it's kind of flopping in the wind a little bit. There's more clips further up near the top, that I do know. So I've got my trim tool in there. But do you know that one of the little clips had just fallen off and I've just got it on the carpet. So I can put that back on in a minute. And I'm going to do the same this side. There's a little tab you can get hold of. And just give it a, there you go. So hey, that's off. Now this whole panel, whoop, there we go. The whole panel comes off and it will just pull forward. And you can see all your wiring that goes into your heater control unit at the back. You haven't got to disconnect that. In fact, this whole unit, even where you put your CD in, it's just a panel basically. It's all one sealed unit. So we can just let that hang forward like that. The actual clips that hold this on are made of metal, and that's the one that actually fell off. I've got the clip in my hand, so that'll have to be pressed back on there. I can't do it with my fingers because it's too bloody tight. But once you know where these clips are, you know where to use your trim tool to put the pressure points to actually pull this apart without breaking anything. And there is your CD player, which is below the multimedia screen, but all we're taking out is the screen. So you'll see we have got 4 7mm screws which we're going to take off. I'll get these screws all whacked out. Oh, drop that one. Yeah, careful not to drop them. You might not find them again if they fall behind the heater. And once they're out, we should be able to just pull this forward. The whole thing should just tip. One block connector, and we've got our aerial connection which should just pop off, and our block connector, if you push that tab in, you should be able to pull the lever across, and that wire will now come out. If I can, there, that's it. One screen, multimedia unit. Alright then, I shan't show it going back together because it's pretty straightforward. But once your multimedia unit is bolted back in, the trim panel that goes around the outside, I'll be careful putting it back in and just press it in lightly and it'll pop in. Because a lot of cars, trim panels, you take them off and all the clips break and God knows what. But these particular Mk5 Mondeos, all these trim panels around this centre console area, they're ever so nice actually. They come apart quite easily and they go back together very easily, which is nice. Right then, that was a load of useless information, wasn't it? I'll tell you what, before I bugger off home, I'm going to pop in the office. We're going to see Monica because I've got a small announcement to make. Mrs. Monica?
Hello?
Here's the little announcement we're going to make, folks. Today, sorry?
I just said, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, oh yeah, Mrs. Monica. Today is a good day. Because guess what? 20,000 bloody subs! That's what, guess what? Woo! And thank you, Mrs. Bolliker, for being a part of all these videos.
No, thank you for letting me be part.
Brilliant. And by the way, all you guys out there, massive, massive thank you. I've said it before, if it wasn't for you guys out there, all this would be meaningless. And all your comments and all your support, it's much appreciated. Apart from trying to go through 500 comments and reply to them all. That's pretty hard. Anyway, that's it. We can all go home now. We can all do one. So if you like this video, hit that like button. Share this video.
Subscribe.
Although, maybe not share this video so much because it's rubbish, but we do have quite a few good videos out there. Anyway, Mrs. Monica, see you later.
See you later.
See ya!